Yo, what is going on, guys? I hope you're having an absolutely top tier day. For today's video, man, I got an absolute banger of a video for you. We have the big, the bad, the birds. We are playing with arguably my favorite strategy from Paldea Evolves, and that is the United Wing strategy. This deck centers around the Pokemon with the United Wings attack. This attack does 20 damage for each Pokemon in your discard pile with the United Wings attack. Now, we've seen strategies like this in the past with Lost March, Mad Party, lots of other Night March, lots of other strategies like this in the past where you just dump a bunch of Pokemon in the discard pile and then do a lot of damage. The main difference between this one and other ones is the type coverage is exponentially better than the other ones. We have a Murkrow with the United Wings for 1 Dark Energy. It can hit Guardy, it can hit Mew for weakness, which are really relevant decks in the current format. You also have other cards like Wattrel with the United Wings for 2 Colorless Energy, can hit decks like Lugia for weakness, which is very, very relevant in the current format. And then you've got arguably my favorite one of the Wings of Unity, and probably one of the stronger ones, with the Flamigo. Now, not because of the United Wings attack, but because of the Insta-Flock ability. When you play this Pokemon from your hand directly onto your bench, you can put 3 Flamigos right into your hand. This is amazing because you can just put 3 Flamigos into your hand and then instantly dump them into the discard pile with the likes of a Research or even Squawkabilly. Squawkabilly is really solid in this deck because it allows you to just essentially play a supporter turn 1. Plus, it's another bird, so keep your bird counter going, guys. So Squawkabilly allows you to discard your hand and fill your hand to 6, and you can only use this on the first turn of the game. But it's a great way to get yourself in the game early turns, and it's a great way to dump your Wings of Unity in the discard pile. We also have a lot of other really solid attackers like Ditto with the sudden transformation ability. It allows us to copy the attacks of any basic Pokemon in our discard pile, excluding Rulebox Pokemon. That means we can throw away all of our Wings of Unity Pokemon and hit for max damage with Ditto to copy that attack. And of course, Ditto can copy any of their attacks with the likes of our different energy cost. We play Luminous Energy in this deck, which is another new energy. It says that as long as this Pokemon is attached to a Pokemon that doesn't have special energy, it's a rainbow energy, which is amazing because our Murkrow attacks for 1 rainbow or 1 dark energy, as well as our Charizard. Yes, we're playing Radiant Charizard in this deck. It's a bird. Don't argue with me. It has wings. It's a flying type. It fits into this archetype. Radiant Charizard's Excited Heart lets us attack for 1 colorless less for each prize card your opponent's taken. So if they've taken 4 prize cards, you can attach a Luminous Energy on a Charizard and smack for 250. It's absolutely incredible, and it's the perfect Radiant Pokemon for this deck because it synergizes so well with the Luminous Energy. Now, of course, we're playing the Kirlia engine. Refinement allows you to discard a card from your hand and draw 2. Just a consistent way to get your United Wings in the discard pile, as well as board-based draw so you don't get stuck by something like a Judge or an Iono. Now, we have another interesting inclusion in this deck, Cyclizar, guys. Really strange, I know, but I have found this card to be ridiculously impactful in all of my games because it is a free retreater. Having free retreat is amazing because it allows you to pivot to whatever attacker you need on any given turn, and it's a safe pivot to always promote. Additionally, you have Touring or Collect, which allows you to draw 2 cards. You'll see in today's video, I've been in a pinch and have had to utilize Cyclizar, so I think this is a really impactful card, and you'll see in today's gameplay in multiple games how good Cyclizar actually is. Moving on to our trainers, we have a lot of standard cards. I'm playing 2 heavy balls because often, you prize multiple Pokemon because we play so many, so double heavy ball has come in clutch for me multiple times. We have a lot of other ball search like Level Ball because everything in the deck is Level Ball searchable outside of like Flamigo and Squawkabilly. Then you've got, of course, Ultra Ball is a great way to discard your birds. And then we've got other great cards like Collapsed Stadium, which allow you to get rid of, like if you have a Flamigo on the bench that you need to get rid of to do more damage, throw it away. You have a Squawkabilly on your bench, you don't want those extra prizes in play, throw it away. So Collapse is a really solid addition to this deck, as well as the brand new Super Rod, which allows us to recycle some of our Pokemon in a pinch, of course. Then we've also got some other standard supporters, like 2 Boss, 2 Serena for gusting options, as well as Serena being able to double as a discard effect with Research, so we have an additional way to throw our Wings of Unity in the discard pile. You can't forget about Iono, as it's a brand new supporter card, and it can be really impactful in the late game to disrupt your opponent. I'm of course playing 2 damage modifiers, 1 choice belt, 1 Defiance Band, because that extra damage is so impactful to allow you to take some big knockouts. So this is the deck list. If you guys do like this deck list, I have it down in the description below. You can just copy it, import it right into PTCGL, and just like that, you're all set for success. Let's get into some games. Alright guys, let's get in there with the United Wings Pokemon. I love this deck, guys. I'm not gonna lie, I've already built it. I'm having a ton of fun with this deck. I think the biggest downside for me is it's lacking United Wings Pokemon. I think if there was one more United Wings Pokemon, I think this deck would actually be much stronger. I mean, if you look at other archetypes, you like Mad Party, they had Bunnelby, they had the Teacup, Poltegeist. They also had, what's his name? They had Mr. Rhyme as well as Dedenne. And they had 4, so their damage output could be exponentially higher than United Wings because they have, of course, you know, what do I want to start with here? I think I'd go with the Murkrow. I could potentially attack turn 1. I don't see why not. We'll leave Murkrow. We'll try and soften something up. Ooh, we could knock out a Frigibax. That thing's very low HP on our next turn. Yeah, we have a really solid hand here, guys. We're gonna Heavy Ball. Oh my god. Well, this is genuinely unfortunate. I'm not gonna cry. But it's going to be a little difficult to win with all of our stuff prize. We play 2 Heavy Balls, though, guys. This is why I play 2 Heavy Balls. So we're going to definitely need to... I'm not even going to bench it. Yeah, I'm not even going to bench it. What am I going to do? Pull one Flamigo out of the deck? I think it's better in the discard pile because we're going to need to do some serious damage. I mean, if we can take out a Frigibax and start taking early prize cards, that is really going to help us because we need to get our United Wings Pokemon out of the discard pile. So, we'll just have to see. Unfortunately, Chien-Pao is an Ice type, so it is weak to Metal, not Lightning. So, in this particular matchup, unfortunately, Wattrel is not going to put in work. But if my opponent ever does elect to bench a Palkia and utilize Palkia V-Star, Palkia is weak to Lightning, so we can potentially take an easy 2 prize cards on a Palkia. Something just to keep in mind. Maybe we have other outs to it as well, like we can always rescue Carrier it back. I mean, yeah, Battle VIP Pass, here comes the absolute gnar from my opponent. Now, I'm hoping they don't have a switch card in hand. Them having a switch card would be a little unfortunate. There's the Palkia. So, Palkia's down. Definitely an easy 2 prize cards for us at some point. Escape Rope, I figured as much. I think I'm okay giving up Ralts or saying, hey, Ralts is going to go down. As long as I can start setting up, right? Alright, our opponent is already thinning. I'm not gonna lie, I'm at a loss for words, guys. This game is gonna be extremely impossible. It's super difficult. With 4 United Wings Pokemon in the prize cards, I was just saying how difficult that this matchup already kind of is because we have less Pokemon. So I can just evolve the bench. That's fine. I could Insta-Flock. I also don't like you losing my boss this early. I'm gonna Refinement. Let's see what we can do here. I'll get rid of this, draw a couple cards. We find our Pivot, which is nice. So I'm gonna bench that. And then I think I'm just gonna rip a Research and see what we can find here. Oof, nothing super crazy. I could potentially bench this other Ralts. I don't remember if my other dude was prized. My other Kirlia. No, it wasn't. No, we saw our prize cards, and our other Ralts is in the deck. So I'm going triple Ralts here. This is definitely the way. Yeah, we're going to stick with this. I can Ultra Ball as well. I actually think Ultra Balling here, drawing some more cards, might not be terrible. Just seeing all my options during this turn, you know what I mean? We do have Charizard as well. Charizard can definitely be very destructive in the late game. We'll grab out a... Oh, wait, no. I meant to grab out a Kirlia. Oh, I'm such an idiot, guys. I'm like on tilt from all of my stuff being prized, guys. That really is scaring me. We did get down to Manaphy, so that protects us from the Greninja, which is nice. I guess I can always preemptively attach some energy here because I'm doing a whole, what, 20 damage? Ooh, 60. So I guess there's that. I guess I can soften up the Chien-Pao. I guess we can do that. That's fine. Yeah, sorry guys, I'm slightly tilted. Although, here's where Cyclizar is going to come in clutch. I know it seemed like a strange addition at first. Excuse me. But Cyclizar is a great pivot here. I mean, there are other Pokemon you can utilize. Other Pokemon with other better free retreat Pokemon, potentially better attacks, but I don't mind the touring. And of course, in a pinch, Cyclizar can technically attack. For a couple energy attachments, but we'll have to see. Our opponent is putting a lot of energy on board already. Dang. And a Hail Blade, they just have to discard one, so we are playing for a 2 prize cards here in the late game. Yeah, all right. Two, that's right. These are the 70 HP Ralts. Let's go. Insane. All right, Pal Pad already. Oh my gosh, you hate to see it. Well, we're gonna have to Pal Pad the boss back in already. That's just what we have to do. Pal Pad boss. I just want the boss. I guess I could put the other research in. I feel like it's just gonna clunk up the deck. We'll just put the boss for now. And I need to start. Doing things. We'll rip the research here. Radiant Charizard. We get another Kirlia. Not bad. Not bad, guys. We have a Ditto as well. Ditto is definitely solid. I do have Serena, guys. I could potentially go for a big play next turn, but I need to draw into my double turbo, and I'm already down 2. So I don't know how much good that's gonna do us. We'll just have to see. I do want to start drawing some more cards. What do I get rid of, though, with these refinements? I guess I could always throw away a Ditto for now. I've got Rescue Carrier. I think it's okay to throw away Ditto. I want the Nest Ball to get a Wattrel next turn, honestly. Wow. Double Nest. So let's do a quick check. I've got all 4 of them in the deck, bro. I need them in my hand. Ah! Alright. I guess I can grab a Ditto out. Ditto could potentially help us 2-hit KO this bad boy. So we'll retreat. We'll go into the Murkrow. Let's see if we can win this game, guys. Let's see if we can win this game. We're doing a whopping, gosh, yeah. Do I refinement again, guys? I don't want to refinement any of these cards, honestly. I need all the gusting cards I can possibly get. Yeah, I'm just gonna smack this thing for 80 damage. And we'll see what happens. Our opponent is probably sitting here thinking our deck is very underwhelming, but that's okay. We're the comeback kings, guys. We're the comeback king on the channel. We're gonna make this happen. We're gonna make this happen, I believe. Because how much damage is he currently doing? He's doing 4 to, yeah, it's doing 80 times 2, 160. So with this knockout, it's another 40. So that's 200. I still need a few more Wattrels in the discard pile to make this happen, though. Shivery Chill, they're continuing to thin their deck out. If I get one more in the discard pile and my opponent doesn't evolve their Palkia, we can take an easy 2 prize cards on that bad boy. Just something to keep in mind. Our opponent is loading up lots of energy on their board, man. Wow, they're just set forever. And there's a Professor's Research. Dang. Excuse me. I mean, we do have the Serena in hand, guys. We can definitely gust this this Palkia out if he doesn't. There's a Hail Blade. Okay, we're doing 200 damage with weakness right now. This is why this pivot is so good, guys. I'm telling you, we have this pivot right now, so because we don't have multiple attaches, we don't have free retreaters. This is the way, guys. Cyclizar, I do need to draw into one more Wattrel, though. Ooh, not ideal. I want to draw into the Wattrels, so I want to refinement first. Here, we'll discard 1 Serena, draw 2, give me a Wattrel. Level Ball is a Wattrel. Oh my gosh, guys, we're doing it. We're starting to do it. You guys didn't believe. You saw how terrible my prize cards were, and we're still gonna win this game. Yeah. I don't mind drawing into another Wattrel, either. Give me another one. Because I can dump this We find another Wattrel as well. Wow, easy discard. And then I can pull one out from my bench with the Nest Ball. Although I don't have energy yet. Oh no. I just realized I don't have the right energy at a cost. I need my double turbo. Oh no. I'm bad. Ultra Ball? Or is my double turbo? It's in here. I know it's in the deck. Yeah, it's in there. Well, we're currently doing, what? 3, 4, 5, 7. I still haven't found my other heavy ball either. 7 times 2. We're doing 140 plus 80. Wow. Hold up, guys. We might be making the comeback of the century here. What the heck? Wow. Okay. So I don't even need to gust this turn. We can attach for turn here. I can save my gusting options. And then I can just smack him with the United Wings for 140 damage. And take a knockout. Wow. Okay, guys. That was actually perfect math. We were able to soften our opponent up earlier with the Murkrow and come in for the cleanup. We get 2 Flamigos off the prize cards. Let's go. Okay, guys. Let's do this. Oh my gosh. I'm beginning to believe. And just like that, we're tied in prize cards. We were so down bad for multiple turns, but we were able to fall behind because this deck is single prize only. This is what I'm talking about. Our start was ridiculously terrible, and we're making a comeback. Now, if my opponent does kill my Wattrel, I'll be a little sad because I'm down. Oh, wait, no, I've got one more in the deck, right? There's 2 over here, and I've got one more in the deck. I have double refinement for these 2 Flamigos, guys. I am so hyped. Yeah, and Chien-Pao is, of course, one of the most hyped decks to come out of this set. My opponent plays an Irida. That is not a disruption card like Iono, which means our hand stays. Which means we can refinement away both of these Flamigos and go in with our Wattrel. Oh my goodness, guys. I am so... And my opponent benches another Palkia. Do they not realize my Wattrel's going to come in and destroy their life? Although I only have 1 double turbo left. And I do have to find that. So that can be a bit scary. Although I could... My opponent can evolve this turn. I'm doing what? Like I said, 140, 50, 60, 70, 80. Oh, Hydro Break for 200. My opponent whiffs the attack. They didn't grab the V-Star. Oh my gosh. I still promote Cyclizar, guys, because I don't have the double turbo. I am not guaranteed the attack this turn, okay? Just kidding. Oh my gosh. Refinement, get rid of it. Draw 2. We find our other Wattrel. I am just blown away right now. Refinement. Discard our Flamigo. Bam. I think I can just bench my Ditto right now, right? Because Ditto's at the point where it does insane amounts of damage. That Ditto could potentially, well... I think it's fine. I think we're in such a good position right now. I can't unfortunately use my Wattrel, but I could always potentially find my Choice Belt. Is Choice Belt in the deck? My Choice Belt is in the deck. Charizard can actually one-hit KO the Palkia. Interesting. I think I benched the Ditto here. I think Ditto is actually going to be my cleanup crew. We'll bench the Ditto. I can retreat into the Wattrel. Wow. We're going to attach energy. I don't even need the Defiance Band because I'm going to go up in prize cards here, which is ridiculous. I could always Iono as well, but that puts my Charizard to the bottom. I don't know how much I care for that. I could Iono. It would really... But I have 2 gusting cards in my hand that could potentially win me the game next turn. Yeah, I'm just going to smack this thing for 320. Even if my opponent evolved into the V-Star, this Wattrel would have absolutely smoked my opponent, guys. And we get another 2 prize cards here. You'll love to see it. We get Heavy Ball, and we know there's 1 more Murkrow on the prize cards. So, yeah, we can do max damage this next turn. This is crazy. Yo, the birds are going insane against what I would probably consider one of the better decks in the current format. Crazy, guys. And they bench a Chien-Pao. I'm sorry, I got too excited. That is our win condition right there. They take out our Wattrel, so we just have to chase down this Chien-Pao for game. We have boss in hand, and we should have another boss in deck, right? We do. So even if our opponent disrupts us with an Iono, we could still potentially draw back into that boss. Or into another boss. And energy, quite frankly. Yeah, guys, this deck is... I'm really loving it. That's a switch card. And what's amazing as well is this deck is absolutely bodied by the likes of Greninja, right? Look at Greninja just destroys everything on this bench, which is why Manaphy is super duper crucial in this deck. I don't think there's anything my opponent can do. If they attack me with Chien-Pao, I think we just win, right? Because we just need to find a Luminous Energy and then we can Charizard. Because if my opponent goes down to 2 prize cards, they've taken 4, which means Charizard attacks cost 1 energy, which means we can Charizard our opponent for game because he's a bird, he has wings. Oh, there's the Iono. I might have spoken too soon. That's okay, let's not hold our breath. Let's see what we get here. Ooh, we do find a Heavy Ball plus Boss, so we do know our Charizard is at the bottom. That's okay, guys. We still have a few turns to work with here. Well, a few turns, 1 turn to work with to find what we need. I would love to find potentially a ball search. What do we got ball searches? We got 2 Ultra Balls. We have a Level Ball as well, right? We've got Level Balls. Yeah, so if we find something that can shuffle our deck, we could potentially move our Charizard back to the top. So a Dark Energy is not quite it, unfortunately. I don't necessarily need the Heavy Ball, although I could grab a Murkrow, right? Can we actually win the game via our birds here? How much damage are we doing? We're doing, if we dump this, we're doing 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 200, right? 220 with this final Murkrow on the discard pile. Is that game with the Ditto? I think that's game with Ditto, guys. I mean, we find Ultra Ball as well. I could always Ultra Ball, but that doesn't guarantee me anything. I'm going to double check my math here, right, guys? So it's 4, 8, 9, 10, 11. That's 220 damage, which means Ditto takes the knockout with no damage reduction thanks to the no double turbo, right? Unless I'm going crazy, that is game. Oh my gosh, the Wings of Unity. I am absolutely let's go, guys. Even with that atrocious start, we were still able to make the comeback and take down our opponent's Chien-Pao deck. Let's go! Oh my gosh! I mean, after that first game, do I even really need to show you guys how strong this deck is? That first game truly showcased how impressive the deck can be, even with 4 of your combo pieces prized. It really is. But this deck is a late game deck. It really ramps up. You can definitely spend potentially 2, potentially 3 turns doing less than nothing because there's so many multi-prize Pokemon running rampant in the format. So, ooh, this hand is really shaky. This is one of those times where I actually want my Squawkabilly to be prized. We're playing, okay, it looks like we're playing against Miraidon. We could definitely do some decent things into this matchup. I mean, they're primarily a multi-prize deck, right? So, even if they're playing the Flaffy build, we do have to be weary of the Magnezone, but we just need to get down a Manaphy, and then we'll be fine, right? Yeah, I want my Squawkabilly to be prized here, or to top deck like an Ultra Ball or a Nest Ball draw supporter. We have a lot of outs in our deck, so I'm hoping we can top deck something good. So it is the Mary build. Let's see if our opponent is going to bench a Magnezone. I don't see a Magnezone yet, so I don't need to immediately prioritize Manaphy in the pass. Okay, let's see what we can do here. Come on, baby. I need you to be prized right now. Not what I need prized. Let's check them all. Double Ultra Ball prize plus a research. Wow, guys. This game is gonna be difficult. I'm gonna bench this. I'm gonna bench the Ditto. I will attach energy here. And then I'm going to go for a collect, or a touring, I guess, and this is called. All right. Well, we have some draw. I have a Level Ball. Level Ball can get me my Kirlia. I don't like to see Iono, because I have 3 Wings of Unity in my deck. I want these in my discard pile. I want a research this turn, honestly. So, we'll just have to see. I think this is the main reason, by the way, that they didn't give Flamigo that fighting typing, because it would literally give this deck perfect coverage. You know, which is why they didn't give it an extra type, right? Or an extra Pokemon, because they gave it good type coverage instead and said, nah, that's fine. But we'll just have to see what we can do. Ultra Ball, man, they're really getting themselves set up, unfortunately. Yeah, our bit of a slow start might come back to hurt us here. We'll see. We'll see what we can do. Once again, Cyclizar, absolutely clutch here, giving us a few extra cards. Its free retreat, we saw, was super pivotal in the first game, and it's drawing us cards now. In a pinch, this card is really solid, and quite frankly, we're in a bit of a pickle, so we'll see what happens here. I'll promote the Ditto, and I'm hoping to get an attack off just to kind of, you know, chip this thing down. The Lightning Wall from Aleki is going to be genuinely terrifying, though. We find Rope. We're going to Level Ball. I'm going to grab myself out my Kirlia. We'll evolve it, and I will throw away one of my burbs. Goodbye, bird. I'm really looking for a... we do get a research here, actually. Dang, not too shabby. I'm going to Super Rod. I will throw the Cyclizar back into the deck because I like him a lot. He's my pal. We'll go Defiance Band into research. Man, if only I had a Wattrel in this hand, right? I mean, not a Wattrel, what's his name? Flamigo. We're in a Heavy Ball. I'll get a Wattrel out of the deck. Speaking of Wattrel, right? Then we're going to go Ditto, Cyclizar. I can technically get off an attack this turn. Chip damage, right? I know it doesn't seem super, you know, necessary or relevant, but we have seen how relevant these extra cards, or this chip damage can be. So we'll just go for the United Wings, 90 damage. I mean, it sets up for that 2-hit KO for this next turn. We can take a few turns to kind of get ourselves all set up and ready to go. I am really scared of the Lightning Wall. 300 damage is pretty massive, but they choose to evolve it, which is really good. I'm definitely okay with that. Escaper, Energy Search. Yeah, we can definitely take 2 prize cards this next turn. I think we're definitely going to be fine to take 2 prize cards. We're going to have to use Serena to draw, I think. And then potentially play for a Pal Pad in the late game to put our supporters like Boss and Iono back into the deck. There's a Fleetfoot drawing some cards, man. If little is good, more must be better, right? Yeah, the Defiance Band's actually pretty nice. As you can see, it really helps us here hit some extra damage. They're doing an unnecessary amount of damage to our poor little Dittos. Once again, Cyclizar being Cyclizar. Cyclizar, I choose you. All right, what do we draw? Level Ball. Not great, not terrible. I can definitely Level Ball here and thin out another Pokemon. Where are my Flamigos, man? I know 2 Ultra Balls are prized, which is why I haven't been able to find an Ultra Ball to utilize it. I can always grab myself a Ralts here, but I think I prioritize getting a knockout, right? We'll grab the Wattrel. And then I will Serena, discard 3. Get rid of Kirlia and double Wattrel. And draw some cards. We find energy, we find Flamigo. Wait, this actually is pretty cracked here. Hold on, we might be onto something. I would like to use Insta-Flock and put 3 into my hand. Keep in mind, guys, we can insta-discard all of these. Bam, bam, insta-discard. We can grab ourselves, what do we want to grab ourselves for follow-up? Do I grab myself another Ralts, potentially? I could grab myself another Ditto. Let's do a quick deck check. We don't have a lot of resources left. How much double turbos? Double turbos, 3 double turbos in the deck, so definitely an option for Flamigo to attack. I think I grabbed the Ralts here. I think I'm okay grabbing another Ralts and kind of setting that up. Although, backup Ditto next turn is kind of more important. I agree, Michael. A backup Ditto is more important. Yeah, we'll grab the Ditto here. We'll go there, bench that, and then I can use the Refinement to discard the Flamigo and draw a couple more cards. All right, lots of gusting options, man. We can retreat into our Ditto. Bam, Then I can attach my energy for turn, and just like that, we are taking a knockout, guys. Where's the right attack? There we go. United Wings. I mean, now we're even in prize cards, and we are ramping up to one-hit KO. Start slowly one-hit KOing my opponent. We also, keep in mind, guys, we also have the Charizard. The Charizard is definitely an option in this late game. I have a boss as well, so I could potentially, if I get 2 more Wings of Unity in the discard pile, right? I can go boss, KO the Raikou, or if I find Choice Belt and 1 Wings of Unity, it's a knockout, right? And I can take 2 prize cards there, and then my out is to go 2 prize cards on a Miraidon. That's definitely the route I am going to elect to try and go, but my opponent is going to go into the Raikou by themselves. So maybe it would have been better to attack with the Murkrow, so the Murkrow goes to the discard pile. Nah, that's right. We'll be okay. We'll be okay. Alright, promote the Cyclizar here. It's just so good, guys. I love having a pivot. Just like this deck has Regieleki, the perfect pivot is always so nice. We get a Level Ball. Ooh, that's really good. We can definitely get a Wings of Unity here out of the discard, or out of the prize cards with that Heavy Ball. And then I can Level Ball to grab another one, but I do still need to find myself an energy for turn. We'll grab a Wattrel out of the deck. I think that's fine. And then we'll start draw. I honestly think I research here, because I still have Pal Pad in the deck. So I can always research Pal Pad these bosses' orders in for the late game. I think this is the way, guys. I think this is actually the way. We find energy, which is exactly what we're looking for. We have another Ralts so we can have more draw. Am I doing enough, though? That's the real question. I have 3, 6, so I've got 10 in the discard pile. That's 200 minus the double turbo. It's not enough quite yet. Until I grab this Murkrow out of the deck. Now it is enough to take the knockout. Yes, so I can refinement this one away, and now we're getting the knockout even with the double turbo, guys. We're absolutely popping here. Oh, we even find Luminous. Let's Nest Ball here, see what we can find. Ooh, Charizard. I guess I should have saved the Nest Ball for Charizard, right? Because I could always go Boss Charizard at this next turn. Yeah, that's what I definitely should have done. I could preemptively bench this. I guess that's not really bad, right? What is my opponent going to do? Chase it down? If they chase that down, then they're not chasing down my Ditto that has energy, which is still fine, right? Right. We can always collapse. Hold on a second. Yeah. Let's get out the Charizard. I think the Charizard is a-okay to grab here. Because what I can now do is, if I want to guarantee the knockout here, I can always collapse and discard my own Flamigo. That's not a problem for me, actually. Right? Because now I've got 8, 11, that's 220, even with the double turbo, so I don't even need the collapsed anymore. So I can go retreat into the Ditto, we take a knockout here. And we're kind of chilling, guys. We're big chilling right now. I could use Ultra Ball right now, because I'm planning on gusting for game next turn, right? So I think I'm okay to dump the research here and grab Kirlia. I think that is acceptable. We'll get rid of the Collapse. Collapse could hurt them, but at this point, I don't think it really matters. And I can grab that Kirlia out of the deck, do a quick deck check. Pal Pad's in there, man. Pal Pad is there. I want to boss this next turn. Oh, I can't evolve it. I put it down this turn. Man, I'm a dummy. That's okay. We're going to attach the energy there, and then we are just going to swing with United Wings for 200 damage. Wow, guys. I'm telling you, this deck seriously ramps up, and just like that, we're ahead in prize cards now. Ridiculous. What do we get off the prize cards? Anything helpful? Oh, double Ultra Ball. Sweet mother of Jesus. Well, we're going to find our Pokemon whether we like it or not. Okay, we're chilling. We're chilling, guys. I got too excited. I'm having so much fun with this deck, man. Yeah, I mean, I just need to find Pal Pad, and I need to find Boss. We'll see if we can do it. I know it's kind of asking a lot, I'm not going to lie. But we'll just have to see. They have Greninja down. I mean, we could also two-hit KO my opponent. That's definitely an option. I mean, they still have to take 3 prize cards. We have no multi-prize Pokemon on our bench. So, I think we're kind of just set for success here. In these multi-prize matchups, man, we just trade so favorably. Yeah, we can definitely just 2-hit KO this and win the game, or we can just find our Pal Pad boss, right? Easy. We can either win this turn or next turn. Yeah, just being all single prize and forcing them to take one prize at a time is so brutal for them. What do we get off the top? Nest Ball? Not great, not terrible. I mean, we're gonna Ultra Ball here. We'll get rid of Nest and Research. I can't research anymore at this point. I'll grab out the Squawkabilly, because it does not matter. I will Refinement the Squawkabilly away, and I'm kind of just looking for my Pal Pad at this point, right? Pal Pad and then Boss? There's my Pal Pad! I mean, can we get the knockout this turn? We're gonna Pal Pad double Boss back into the deck. We have one Refinement to work with, guys. I mean, I can't even Ultra Ball because I need the energy. Alright, well, we can just Refinement away this Ultra Ball, and if I mean, there's 6 cards left in our deck, right? We have a 1/3 chance to draw a boss, I believe. Oh, dang, we didn't get it. We didn't get it. That is A-okay, because we just played the 2-hit KO game with our opponent. And I don't think there's a way that they can potentially win this. They could try and trap something. I think I punch him with Charizard here, right? I think punching him with Charizard is fine. Because at this point, we do so much damage we're doing 220, double turbo 200. So I guess Flamigo's potentially better. But if Flamigo goes to the discard pile, I think that this is fine. We can just punch him with the Flamigo. And then just look for boss next turn. Yo, we have had every single one of our birds attack in this video. I love to see it. Every single bird has attacked, plus Ditto. We're even gonna make the Charizard attack, okay? Charizard is even going to attack, so all the birds, all these flying types are gonna be able to, they're all gonna see play in this video. I am here for it. And if you guys tell me that Squawkabilly is a bird and I need to attack with Squawkabilly, I refuse. I politely decline. I'm not gonna do it. It's just, hey, you know what? If the opportunity arises, it does do 20 damage and accelerate energy, so... Hey, you know what? If I'm that down bad, guys, I will attack with Squawkabilly, but not right now, not here, not now. Guys, we're guaranteed to see our entire deck next turn for boss's orders. So even if my opponent retreats to the Miraidon or Ionos us or does anything crazy, they can't even judge us because we have enough cards in our deck. We are big chillin'. Yeah, even if my opponent retreats to the Miraidon, seeing that I only do 200 damage, when they knock me out, my Charizard is going to come in clutch with the Luminous Energy and... Oh, they're chasing down! They're chasing down the Charizard! My opponent feared my... Oh, guys, sorry. I couldn't attack with the Charizard this game. They fear the Charizard that much. That's okay. I still have a double turbo attached to my Flamigo, and I guarantee see my entire deck. We draw the boss's orders. That is going to be game. We're going to bring up the Alecki and smack it for another big fat 200. I mean, these games are always so close, but I always feel so comfortable with my win con at the end of the game. Guys, you've got to try this deck. The birds are ridiculous. I am obsessed. If you have made it this far into the video, thank you so much for watching. You are absolutely top tier. I gotta be honest, guys, I am going to continue playing this deck a ton. I am genuinely obsessed with it. It is so fun. It's so cheap to build. It's relatively easy to play. I mean, as far as like rogue strategies go, I definitely think this is one that has a really high power level. And like I said, it is super cheap to pick up. Cards like these Wattrels are commons. The Murkrows, commons. I mean, they're super easy cards to build. The deck is super cheap. I'd encourage you guys to pick it up and give it a try. Because as you saw in today's video, it is definitely contesting some of the more powerful decks in the format. If you guys did like the video today, don't forget to drop a like down below and subscribe to the channel. I still have so much more content coming your guys' way now that Paldea Evolves is finally here. We'll catch you on the next one. Peace.